together. So our very first step is finding M and finding A. So who remembers, how do we find M? 3 times 4? Very good. We take that first coefficient and we multiply it by our last coefficient. So our M is going to be 12. And then what is our A going to be?
I got a different opener. A is going to be 7.
A is going to be 7. How do you know that, Kelsey? Right, because it's the only coefficient that we have left. So our A is going to be 7. All right, now from here we need to find a factor pair that is going to multiply to 12 and add together to get to 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with 1. So 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12, but 2 plus 6 is 8, so that's not it. 3 times 4, very good. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is going to be 7. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to show my work by circling that one. Now I have all of my areas for my rectangles in my model. So if we remember from yesterday or the day before, whenever we did these, my f squared is going to go in this top left box. So 3f squared. My number that does not have a variable attached to it is going to go in this bottom right box. And then my factor pair that I found that is going to combine to get to 7 is going to go in either one of these boxes. It doesn't matter which number you decide to put in the box. Just make sure they have that variable attached to them. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put 3f here and 4f here. Elizabeth, we're just going over the first question on the opener together, and then I'm going to let you guys do the back side. All right. Now,
that's like 3L squared, being 3L?
Yes. Now that I have all of my areas plugged in, I can go ahead and I can find my height for my top row only. All right? How am I going to find that height? Factor tree. To get what? What do I get from the factor tree? Greatest. Yes. Perfect. All right. So 3 and 3 are the same number. So we would get 1 as the biggest number that can go into both of those, right? And then we have 2 F's and 1 F. What is the greatest amount of F's that they both have in common? 1, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to plug in an F for my height. All right, now from here I can find the width. So I'm going to take F times blank equals 3F squared.
And it's going to be 3 squared. 3F.
Hold on. Would this be 3?
Yeah. No.
Right here.
Yeah.
3F? I'm glad you guys caught that because I was like, I don't know. All right, so I have a 3F here, I have 2 F's here. How many more F's do I need? 1, right? Is this right?
I feel like it's not. But
I feel like it's not either.
I don't know how to do it, so I'm just.
I don't know what you're doing.
Is it right?
Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Put the F, put the 3 up right there, then put the F right there, and then put the 1 right there.
What about the 12 and the
I
7?
put mine in a different
It look
format, so that's
off.
why. Yeah, that's why I look
Put the
off.
put the 3 up right there. That's correct. Then put an F on the top, and then right there put a 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm so happy you guys know what you're doing.
So it was. I feel like you playing with us. I feel like you know what you're doing.
I don't. Okay, I did get genuinely confused on the greatest common factor. I was like, is it an F or is it a 3? So, bear with me. I teach science and health, not math. All right, so now let's plug in those widths that we have. So we have blank times F equals 4F. So what do I need to multiply that F by to get that area of 4? 4, right? 4? A 4? All right, so then I can plug that 4 in over here. 4 times 1 equals 4. Right?
Yep.
All right, so then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to plug these in up here that I have. So I have my area.
Bottom first, though?
No, they're already combined for your area. All right, don't forget to write in your answer. So you have your height and your width first. 3F plus 4. And then we have F plus 1. This is our height. This is our width. No, you guys, good job, because that was tragic on my part, but going out with a bang. That's what I like to think of it as. All right. Shh. Hey, up here, make sure you get it written down. We're going to do the back side together. All right. So, to find my M, what 2 numbers am I going to multiply? Very good. I'm going to multiply this 6, and I'm going to multiply this 12. What is 6 times 12? 72? All right, now what is my A going to be? My A is 17, so I used my first and my third coefficient for my M. My second coefficient is going to go ahead and be that A.
Because the G, you don't need the 17G.
We don't need the G yet. So a coefficient is just the number. Oh man, you just missed a tragic opener.
They got the fighting in here.
I was so confused on the front side, but it's okay because Deontay saved the day. He knew what to do.
Yeah, some little girls came in and fight. Then he came in, he like, picked them up by the collar.
No, because you guys do have me a little worried because I guess a teacher down the hallway got pretty upset with the kid. Because another teacher saw me in the hallway, she's like, this teacher just lost it. And I'm like, oh. So when you guys told me that, I'm like, oh my God, we're all losing it.
Oh no, that was none of them.
Oh, yeah, they not be like, y'all see that movie, Mom and Dad?
Mr.
Seagrace needs some spark.
When them parents had, one parent know to start killing their kids. I hope the teachers ain't gonna look like that.
All right, now let's do our factor pairs of 72. So I have 1, 72, 2, and what? 2 times what is 72? You can figure that out by doing 72 divided by 36. What about 3?
25.
What about 4? 4 and 15? 18. What about 5? 6. What is it?
12.
6 and 12?
No. I thought
What are we trying to get to?
17. What about,
Wait, no.
what is it?
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
There you go. Stop.
This one?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Good job. Yes, amazing.
Now, let's go ahead and let's plug in what we know. So we know that our
No.
area up here is 6g squared. Shh. For our bottom right rectangle, it's 12. And we can plug these in, our factor pair, and remember to attach a variable to those. So when they combine, they have that like term. Now what we're going to do is we are going to find the greatest common factor of that top row. So this row here is what we're finding our greatest common factor of. So I'm going to go ahead and do a factor tree this time. I've learned my lessons. So 6, 3 and 2, 8, 4 and 2, oops, 4 and 2, 2 and 2.
It's okay to talk to each other, don't ask yourself.
All right. Numbers that I have in common for both 6 and 8. 2, right?
Some tools.
Do I have anything else? No. All right,
So
let's.
it's 1.
No.
It's 2.
It's 2.
I'm sure.
All right, now look at those variables. 6 has 2 G's, 8 has 1 G. How many G's do they have that are the same? 1. So my greatest common factor is going to equal 2G. Now that I have that information, I can plug in that for my height of only my top row. Okay?
Wouldn't the top of the 6 be 3G?
3G.
Yeah. Because when you multiply it, it's going to be 6G. And then at the bottom, it could be something.
Yep, you're ahead of
At
me.
the bottom, it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right, and 2 times what equals 8? 4. All right, so we have 2G times 3G equals 6G squared. 2G times 4 equals 8G. So that means that our width is going to be, well, let's do blue, 3G and 4. All right, now that we have our width for this rectangle, the next one's going to be 3. Very good. So I have blank times 3G equals, we said 3. 3 times 3 is 9. We have a G. We only need 1 G.
Then 3 times 5.
And then we have times 4 equals 3. All right. Good job. Shh. Hold on. We're not done yet. So my area formula is A equals height times width. So I have my area. I need to plug in my height, my width.
2G plus 3. 3G plus 4.
Good. And that's your answer.
Yep. No.
All right. When you're feeling good about your opener, pass them up to me, please and thank you.
Then you go back to the. Let's see your stuff.
I cannot, but look at Jemiah's, will you? Thank you.